So the current focus of the research in my lab is understanding how the food that we eat travels down to our stomach through the esophagus. So specifically, we look at a muscle that is found at the base of the esophagus called the lower esophageal sphincter. And so this muscle will relax to allow food to pass from the esophagus into the stomach. So specifically, we look at the different cells and nerves that are present within this tissue and understand how these regulate the muscle function. So there are a number of different esophageal disorders that are prevalent within the population. One such disease is gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD, and this occurs in about 20 to 25% of the Western population. And this is associated with difficulty in the lower esophageal sphincter in maintaining contraction. So therefore, acid from the stomach travels back up into the esophagus. So there are some treatments out there that can be used to tackle this disorder, such as acid reducers. However, in some cases, this is insufficient. And so when this acid gets into the esophagus, it can irritate the lining of the esophagus and cause things like inflammation or esophagitis, as well as lead to things like precancerous conditions such as Barrett's esophagus. So by understanding how the lower esophageal sphincter works under normal conditions, we can then determine what occurs during disease and therefore come up with some new potential targets to treat this disorder. My interest in studying the human body arose at a young age when my father passed away from a heart attack. So then I was privileged to have some really good science teachers all throughout school who just fostered my interest in science. And then when I got to university, I had the opportunity to participate in the International Undergraduate Research Program here at UNR. And so that experience allowed me to work in the lab of an awesome female mentor, Dr. Kathy Keefe, and so much so that I actually came back here and pursued my Ph.D. in the Cellular and Molecular Pharmacology and Physiology program. So I like to spend a lot of time with my family. My husband and I have 2 little boys, so we like to get out and visit all the different parks that Reno has to offer and see also some of the museums in the area. So in particular, we like to visit the Discovery Museum and the Auto Museum. My husband and I also like to travel and to try out new restaurants in the area. And when I'm not doing that, I like to watch some food programs and experiment in the kitchen.